If your team isn't using your CRM, it isn't working. Pipedrive is a simple CRM. It's easy to use so you can focus on closing. Get 30 days free at pipedrive.com/audio.
This is Fixing Famous People, the podcast where two reality television producers pitch solutions to save celebrities in dire straits.
But first, let's get to the Pre-Fixe, your weekly pop culture roundup.
Listeners, Christopher, I don't know what else to say. The assault continues. I am now told that Dunkin' Donuts has a tiramisu coffee on its fall menu. The moment that I tell the world that I don't like tiramisu, literally tiramisu's the Democratic nominee for president. Like, what's happening right now?
Dominic, my algorithm has been wrecked, and I need you to know that, like, I sent you like a few tiramisu things that people sent me, and now I'm getting reels where people are making wheelbarrow sizes of tiramisu.
Yep.
And yeah, like there's like, here's like a claw machine that you get, like, remember like in Toy Story, the claw, like they're having that, but it's, you get tiramisu in on a plate. It was disgusting.
That is absolutely disgusting.
Even for me, it was gross, and I love tiramisu, but it's like my algorithm is wrecked because of this.
I've told you before about what started this for me was a couple of months ago on TikTok. I saw someone in the vegetable drawer in their refrigerator, you know, those two big ones. They just made tiramisu in that drawer. They didn't line it with anything. They just made tiramisu.
I've seen that, and it is
a couple of times a day,
abhorrent.
They go in there with like a spoon and just eat it. Like it's just sitting in there like a bowl of candy. It's fucking foul.
Yeah. I mean, all this
I'm
to say,
sure.
I'll be hitting up Dunkin' Donuts for the tiramisu coffee to give a review.
No, I won't. No, I'm not. After you force that tiramisu martini on me in Provincetown, never again. Never again. But what's even funnier, you know, I've also had an issue with the Firecracker Pop Oreos this summer, and there are Threads account. Chips Ahoy and Oreo have been going to war
fighting
on Threads, and it is hilarious. Chips Ahoy opens their day with "Good morning to everyone except Oreos."
What is wrong with these people?
I don't know, but that's going to be a fun job, though. Like running the social media for an inanimate object, I think has to be like assigning it a personality
And feuding with other inanimate objects, like, you know.
Yeah. Like that would be, without assigning your name. Like we'll never know who these people are, and they're the biggest bitches on the planet. That's a dream job. No accountability.
Especially for you.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, can you imagine what I would write if I was the Chips Ahoy?
No, you would be fired in one day. You'd be like,
Oreo's a cunt. Like I would literally, that would be my Monday at 9 a.m. thread.
God.
Speaking of no accountability, well, in joining all of the families of every late middle-aged white Hollywood behemoth, Suri Holmes has severed ties with her father, Tom Cruise.
Tectonic.
Wowie, wee wow. This comes on the heels of, you know, we don't see Suri too much, but she was on the street a few days ago in New York with her mom, Katie Holmes, truly twinning. Like they're one of these, who's the mother, who's the daughter
exact
moment.
Twins, yes. They should dress alike. Like I want them to be in the same dress somewhere. That would be so fun.
Yeah, I believe that Suri does want to be an actress, so I want to see the two of them together. Anyway, Suri has severed ties with Tom Cruise. I believe legally she's doing this. We anticipate no comment from Tom Cruise, but continued worship, as it has just been announced that Days of Thunder 2 is going to be a thing. Now, are you even old enough to have seen Days of Thunder?
I tried to watch it on a plane once and I just couldn't do it.
I won't even put this on the list, like the P-Town movie list. It's an absolute no-go for me, mostly because Tom Cruise is in it with Nicole Kidman, and I won't watch them acting together anymore, which hurts me because I love Eyes Wide Shut. I will take Tom Cruise in any Mission Impossible movie, beside, you know, because in spite of myself, I won't watch him acting opposite the goddess anymore. That's how I'm putting my foot down. Why are these guys not good fathers? And when I say these guys, I'm speaking, of course, that now Vivian Jolie Pitt is officially just Vivian Jolie. Really in the same week this is happening, where all of Brad Pitt's children have now disavowed him. And according to sources, Angie wants everyone to heal. This is according to an unnamed source in the New Testament People magazine. As Viv, the youngest daughter, drops it, she wants everyone to heal. Of course, I want everyone to heal, but I want the truth. I want heads on pikes is what I want. I want to know why.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, I do too. I agree with you. I feel, again, not to bring him up, but I feel that Colin Gosselin is he's the one that's creaking the door open.
Colin Gosselin's the Oracle, isn't he? He's the one that's going to heal Hollywood.
Not the Oracle, by the way.
He's the Oracle. He's the golden child.
Creaking the door open for then like the blood of the shining hallway to like fly through of like every child of Surrey would love Surrey's book. You know what I mean? Would love Surrey's book as well.
She's never going to do it.
No,
her mother's taught her too well. Like Katie and Katie and Angelina in an all lesbian regional on Golden Pond. I'm front row for that.
Yeah, same.
Theater. Why not? They should join forces. I don't understand why these old white multi-millionaire men, instead of saying, you know what, maybe I'm not going to do Days of Thunder 2. Maybe I don't need to do a sequel to to F1. Maybe I can take some time off and get to know my fucking kids or try to make it right by them instead of putting another 10 million into my already hundreds of million bank account.
They're literally, they hear that and they're like, what? They're like throwing up. Yeah.
They're laughing that we don't get it. They're laughing that I don't understand how it goes.
And P.S. calling it right now, you know that Days of Thunder 2 will be a complete flop. But in his mind, it's like, this is Top Gun Maverick. Like the second coming of Top Gun Maverick. It won't be. And then it's going to be all our fault that like we didn't go to the movies. You watch. Mm-hmm. Like it's everyone's fault, but the fact that they shouldn't have done the movie, and it's like it's on us that this didn't succeed, and like how dare we? Get ready. That's 100% will be the whole conversation about that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? Maybe instead of Days of Thunder, text your daughter. Ask how her college graduation went. Ask what her favorite color is. Ask the names of her best friends.
Ask her if she knows where Shelley is, because clearly you don't. Wink.
Right. Hey, Tom and Brad, do either of you have the phone numbers of the parents of your children's best friends in your phone like you're supposed to? Like when your kid's missing, you call them and say, are they out there? Do you even know their friends' names? Anything like that?
Do you even know their names?
No. Do you know their birth order? How about that?
Not their birth order.
Well, at least Brad Pitt, I want to know if he knows the birth order of all of his children. Tom's just got... Oh, he has Surrey, but then he has the other two children with Nicole.
He has like 900 kids, doesn't he? No.
I don't know.
Where are those kids?
I don't understand why we keep raising up horrible fathers in the entertainment industry. Yeah. Why do we keep doing it?
No, I hate it.
Cue the DMs where everyone's going to be like, well, what about Nicole Kidman doesn't exactly run up the asses of those two kids she adopted?
Well, because they're in the Sea Org somewhere. They're not, they have to go no contact with her. She's an SP.
They're probably standing outside Shelley's room like the guards at the
guards.
Guards at the Emerald City.
On each door. Yeah, like on each side of the door.
Furry hats.
So that is so fucked up.
Isabella and Connor Cruz are holding Shelley Miscavige.
No, but where are they? You're never seeing them. They're not walking down the street with their mom twinning. You know what I mean? Like, where are they?
No, I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
For real? Like, where are they? Okay.
Are any of us okay?
No. The answer is no.
You know what? Good morning to everyone but Oreos. How dare all of Hollywood?
Good morning to everyone but tiramisu. Literally the dumbest thing we've ever done on this show. And it's now become like a complete brand.
I never go on Threads. I'm going to go on Threads right at the moment we're done here and write good morning
to everyone but tiramisu.
Fuck you, tiramisu.
Oh, God.
Well, Comic-Con is wrapped up, and it was a doozy. Marvel, we will not run through all this. I don't even think it's been released. Marvel has announced that their entire movie slate is set until the year 2042. Way to be spontaneous, Marvel. Sounds great.
They did this before. This is the thing that's annoying about that. Is that they did this and then they didn't do it. Like, they're like, here's all of our movies. Remember, they released like 9 billions of them.
I think, didn't they do, well, I don't know because I haven't been holding them accountable. I feel like they did do most of them. No? I'm not trying to stump you. I really don't know.
But like
I
some
know
of them
exactly
they
what
did
you're
not
talking
do.
about.
Like they were like, here's our big plan. And then they
they
didn't do a lot
couldn't
of the
because
plan.
remember Jonathan Majors got like whipped out of the Marvel universe
Yeah.
because of those allegations. So they definitely didn't go in order.
So again, like don't tell for that exact reason, don't do this again. But they can't learn their lesson. Nope. They have to be like.
There were some sort of fun announcements. That's what Marvel is to me these days. It's like some of it is fun and some of it's like eye-rolly. Like, you know what I don't need? And I don't know if this is on the schedule. Ant-Man and Wasp. I don't need any of those lesser. I don't need any of that.
I believe that we've closed the book on that.
Have we? Okay, I hope so.
I would hope so. I would hope
new-
Quantumania was the last one that we needed to sit through. I'm sorry to bring that up. I know that's a trigger for you.
You know what the next question, what the next statement is going to be. Apologize to Michelle Pfeiffer for making her fuck Michael Douglas on camera. How dare you, Marvel? No one believes that. No one believes that.
Oh, God.
Black Panther 3 was announced, and an actor named David Johnson will be starring as T'Challa's son. That sequel is set for 2028.
I want to say that. Hold on. What is his name? David Johnson.
David Johnson.
Oh yeah, he was in industry in the early seasons.
Yes, he was.
He's an incredible actor. I love him.
He's a great choice. He's a great choice.
Beautiful choice. Famous enough, but not too famous.
Yep. That's exactly what you want. It's exactly what you want. And I love
where he's like.
I love the Black Panther universe. I love Wakanda. I love everything about Black Panther. Like that's one I can absolutely get behind.
I think the first one is one of the best Marvel movies to ever be made ever.
I will agree with that. Nominated for Best Picture, right? Wasn't it?
Period.
Yeah. And I like Black Panther too. That's my family not giving everything.
We know. Dominic, we know that you like it.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis, give Angela Bassett that Oscar. How dare you still?
We might have been told this before that you like that movie.
Everything. Speaking of Marvel, Ryan Gosling will be Ghost Rider in the Marvel Universe. That movie coming out sometime between now and 2042. Given how skull-shaped his head already is visually, I think this is a good choice, Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider. The flaming skeleton on a motorcycle.
Because remember, wasn't it, who was the original one?
Was it Nicolas Cage?
It was Nicolas Cage. Yep.
Yeah.
It was Nicolas Cage. Is he upset?
Does he care? Has someone woken him up?
Is he sad that he isn't reprising his role?
Some other Comic-Con announcements. I'd forgotten that there was a new Family Guy spin-off series coming called Stewie, which just centers around Stewie. And some of the voices that will be regular characters on the show include Kenan Thompson and Vanessa Bayer. They'll be joining the cast.
Isn't Family Guy already centered around Stewie, though?
Kind of. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Also, the show is like decades old and spinning off. High five, I guess. I mean, that's pretty great.
Yeah,
Look,
no, true.
The quality has waned. I'm still a lifelong Family Guy and American Dad, even American Dad more than Family Guy. Still a lifelong fan. We'll still eat it up no matter, they can't all be home runs, but they're at least doubles, not sports. Good morning to everyone but baseball. Additionally, Johnny Louise Depp has completed the circle to my career is fine. Thank you. Nothing happened to me by appearing at Comic-Con as Scrooge. He will be later this year playing Scrooge in the movie Ebenezer. And he showed up as Ebenezer. Everyone's like, oh, he's unrecognizable. No, he's recognizable. It's just Johnny Depp in another fucking costume. We know what he looks like by now. Am I excited for it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really not sure. I know that Johnny Depp is a great actor.
No, he's going to be great in it.
How many Christmas carols do we need? That's the thing.
It. I'm not lit up by a Christmas Carol. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a new version. Like we have the Muppets one, and that's the best one of all time. So like, what's there to do?
That's true. Those fucking rats. Those rat clerks. I can't get enough of those rat clerks.
Never forget. I love it. I mean, you please.
While we're in the Marvel universe,
like Gonzo in that movie is my soul.
I can't.
Like, don't you feel? I feel bonded to that character. We look alike. Like what's like.
I cannot breathe right now. While we are here in the Marvel universe, let's talk about our boy Tom Holland. He will be starring soon as Fred Astaire. trying to get his Oscar, as all good actors do. They fuck around for a little bit, become popular, then do a biopic, win an Oscar, and we never hear from them again. How is Rami Malek doing? Anyway, Tom Holland. Tom Holland also, we found out this week, has the distinction of being the first celebrity to vomit on Hot Ones. And I can't wait to watch it. Hot Ones. He threw up on Hot Ones.
His weak little British stomach couldn't take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of...
He's like, this isn't like potato bangers and mash. Like, what is this? Like,
it's sort of amusing that he's the first person to do it, because a lot of people can't handle spicy foods. I'm surprised he's not. Now, I don't know if it's... Like, I don't think it went as far as Maya Rudolph. It's not Maya Rudolph on Loot or Maya Rudolph pretending to be Beyonce on Hot Ones on SNL. But he does throw up, and it's a thing, and it's hilarious, and it's very Tom Holland, and I can't wait to see it.
You know, Hassan still quotes, he says, "Got my ass drinking milk." He says that all the time.
It's so, when she puts the ice cubes under her wig, it is truly like an unbelievable
Take
moment.
my wig off. Come to my, it's like DeAndre, come to my side.
DeAndre.
So
People of the listenership, if you have not seen Maya Rudolph as Beyonce on Hot Ones on SNL, I'm ordering you to pause the podcast and go to the YouTubes and find it, because it is
the first one. The first one's better than the Cowboy Carter one. The first one where she's in a black leather outfit after she won a Grammy.
It's absolutely fantastic.
One of I quote all the time whenever at the very end, she's like, "Dave, wrap it up." And then he like, her producer comes out and he goes, "Okay, this never happened." He's like, "If you don't leave here without signing an NDA, you will be shot." And then he's like, it's like the best thing of all time.
It's truly one of the funniest things SNL's done in the past 10 years.
100%.
Please go look at it.
What were we talking
Odyssey
about?
continues.
Wait,
well, we were in the middle.
Tom Holland. Wait, sorry, but Tom Holland is in that new Spider-Man movie, and there's been like no fanfare of it, at least not for me. But like, I want to see it.
Well, they did the premiere this week. The first reactions came out this morning. Well, today is what? Today, so we're recording this on the day that the review embargo is lifted. So by close of biz today, you'll hear fanfare about it. They did the premiere. You should Google it right now while we're here so we can get your live reaction to what Zendaya wore to the premiere. She looks like a giant spider in what Jennifer Lopez thought she looked like on the carpet for Kiss of the Spider Woman. Zendaya showed up in what I assume is a Law Roach selected giant black arachnid gown and looks, she does what she does. She's a movie star, a true movie star.
She is a movie star.
And did her thing. So we'll be hearing about it soon. The movie does come out Friday. I read some first reactions to people who are not professional reviewers on Twitter this morning, and everyone loved it. They said there's like 5 storylines interacting at once, and they all wrap up like a bow in the end.
Oh, brother.
Sadie Sink from Stranger Things is in it, and no one is saying who or what her character is.
Oh yeah, and it's like a mystery. Like I saw her being like, here's facts about what I am in this. I wonder what it is, because I know Scorpion is in it, because I saw the preview and you see that Scorpion is like one of the villains. I wonder if she's in it. Anyway,
she may be. So speaking of hot tickets, Odyssey still is the hottest ticket in town, and the 70 millimeter viewings of Odyssey, which is only can take place at certain theaters, these are truly the hottest tickets. These 70 millimeter ones, they're sold out for
it's so crazy
until the end of the runs. Our friend, I won't even say this person's name because he probably doesn't want me to say this, but had 2 tickets to a 70 millimeter here in New York and did not have a friend to go with him, so sold the ticket for $300.
That's insane.
A movie ticket.
That's insane. This is the end.
That's how people. Have you seen Odyssey yet?
End.
Have you seen it?
No, I want to though. Did you see it?
No, I do want to. I'll see it.
I want to go in the theater. Like I do want to see it. Like a movie like that big, you do want to see in the theater, you know?
Or on my phone on the 1 train sometime in October. We'll see how it goes.
No, Dominic.
Back and forth to the duplex. Why not? Now, speaking of Odyssey, we're going to gloss over this real quick. I feel responsibility to report this story, even though it makes me want to go on Hot Ones and throw up. Elon Musk, who has strangely and psychotically been complaining about Odyssey for the better part of 2 years.
For no reason at all, yeah.
He thinks Lupita Nyong'o is ugly. He thinks that Elliot Page shouldn't be playing Hercules. Spoiler alert, he doesn't. He's producing an all AI Odyssey, a new version of it made entirely by AI, which he will release by the end of the year.
Which will never, it'll never be released. Remember when he was going to stop world hunger and then he didn't do that? Yeah.
Remember when he killed
Fucking
Don
piece
Lemon?
of shit.
Remember when Elon Musk killed Don Lemon? Where's Don Lemon?
Oh, Don Lemon's popping up on my algorithm every day. He's out there being so lemony. It's not even lemony snicket is what he is.
Squeeze some lemon on mine. Now at what is premiering in Venice, there's been a long gestating documentary about Elon Musk. Filmmaker Alex Gibney will be premiering this in Venice. It is nearly 4 hours long. It is described as a hit piece. Elon Musk has described it as a hit piece. Can we just hit him in 4 minutes instead of 4 hours? I'm not sitting through that. Like, I already know he's a dick. Give me some evidence to put him in jail.
Yeah. You don't need to convince me. Just what's up?
4 hours. That isn't.
However, I will say he has done some hit pieces, so that's good. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to like the hard hitting, like I don't give a fuck and I'm gonna say the truth about this person, like that's the person to do it. You know, but not 4 hours long.
I know. Like, I know he's done some bad shit. Can you just split it into 2 movies or put it on Netflix?
Not enough, but just like, can you succinctly tell a story? That works. Can anyone do that anymore?
3 sentences or less tell us why we shouldn't like him. While we're still Marvel adjacent, Chadwick Boseman, the original Black Panther, R.I.P., his brothers want his widow removed as the administrator of Chadwick's estate. They are alleging mismanagement. Sounds messy. Don't have too many more details, but
yeah, but that sounds like they don't want to get a job and they want to live off his money. And
she's sort of the wife. I don't think
that's what sounds. That's what it to me. That's what it sounds like.
Don't you not have a say in that? Like, when the wife is the wife, doesn't she control it? You're the brothers. You're not.
And mismanagement means that I don't get enough money from his estate every month.
It means send me a check is what it means.
Yeah.
And while we're here with deceased people whose wills are being contested, Malcolm Jamal Warner's widow, Tanisha, is suing MJW's mom for $1.2 million a year after his death.
I don't like that.
This is regarding an alleged life insurance policy as well as other alleged debts from the Warner family trust.
I don't love that.
Yikes, right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Well, in better news, Leah Remini's full-on assault on Scientology has continued. Her legal team has raised alarming new claims in a new Scientology lawsuit. According to Yahoo News, her attorneys now claim that the Church of Scientology, I truly hate calling it a church, let's just call it the swamp of Scientology, carried out a years-long campaign that went far beyond public criticism and crossed into defamatory harassment. Well, no shit. Yeah. But whatever we can do to cripple the church, I guess, is fine. We should all be suing the Church of Scientology for something, just because money. Yeah.
You know what's so funny? Did you ever see like the run? What was it called? Like the longevity run or something like that? Or it was called like a dungeon run where people would walk into the churches of Scientology, like those big buildings, and be like, "Oh, I'm here for an appointment," and just sprint with like a body cam on for it to like map out like what is actually in those buildings and show that there's no one in there. Yeah. And like I loved it.
I love vandalism and trespassing when it's anyone but me. I love that. Do it for me. I'm there. I support all of it. Remember when gallon smashing was a thing in Walmart like 10 years ago, where kids would pick up gallons of milk, smash them against the ground when people's backs were turned to pretend they had just fallen. And
no, I don't like that. I don't like, because some random person has to go then clean that up, and I don't like it.
But this is what I like. Some of these boys were then staying behind to clean it up, which I loved, which didn't get enough press, is that they were cleaning it up as well.
Yeah.
I like a vandal that cleans up his mess too.
Yeah, I don't like I'm going to just do this for clicks. And like, there's that guy that walks down the aisle at the grocery store and then does like this crazy choreography and is like rolling around on the ground. And I'm like, not next to my eggs. You know what I mean? I'm just like, don't. Not next to my frozen Red Baron pizza. You know what I mean? Like, don't, like, there's things like that where I'm like, I'm just trying to buy frozen vegetables in peace. Like, I can't have you do this right now.
My only thing with the TikTokers, and keep in mind, I produced a show called Boiling Points where we did hidden camera pranks where our job was to piss people off. But the moment they get pissed off, we stop it and pull it so everyone can like calm down. That's what I wish some of these TikTokers will do when they go into a bodega or a gas station and they take 3 eggs out of an egg carton and put them on the conveyor belt, and they just want to buy 3 eggs instead of a carton.
Yeah.
And the people look at them and like, once you get someone incredulous and like the joke is over, once they start to melt down to the point where you're going to make them lose their jobs, put the eggs back in the carton and leave and give them $100 and leave the store. Let's all just have a good time. I mean, everything's funny until Tom Holland throws up.
Once you've done all this, grease them.
Speaking of grease, fucking Drake is back in the news. I hate whenever I have to talk about this.
Wait, did you see the thing that I sent you?
What?
Where it's like, here's all the reasons why I'm single. And it was like the most emo post you've ever seen in your life.
That's the story. That's literally what I'm about to talk about. Where he posts a 9-point post about why he's still single and why it's difficult to be single. Here are the things that Aubrey O'Gay has written about why he is single. Here we go.
I want to read them.
Number 1, I'm a massive overthinker. Number 2, I care too deeply.
Goodbye.
About what? Setting up an igloo in the middle of Toronto? You don't care. You don't care about anything. I'm a be safe type of guy. Message me when you get home. Have a good night type of guy. Number 4, I have so much energy. Number 5, I'm going to throw up like Tom Holland on Hot Ones if I read this list any longer. Please take it over. I can't.
Number 5, I give my all to people who don't give me half back.
Give us nothing, Drake. No one's asked you for anything here.
No one's asked you for 3 albums for no reason.
No.
I would do number 6, I would do anything to make someone happy, even if it means I get hurt in the process.
Okay, make me happy, Drake, and go the fuck away. Build an igloo much further north than Toronto. Move in there and say goodbye. Say goodbye.
And also, like, you don't. Like, again, he's like, I would do anything to make someone happy, aka buy a closet full of Birkins for them that they didn't ask for. You know what I mean?
And it's like hang them in their arm, elbow, and knee pits. Yes, do that.
His knee pits. Still the funniest thing that you've ever said on this podcast.
Number 7 on this list is I need reassurance all the time, to which the world collectively says, no shit, Aubrey O'Gay.
Yeah, we know. And then number 8, I'll push you away when I feel the energy isn't reciprocated.
Well, good. Keep pushing because I'm not giving it back. Push. Why do I feel like Drake's talking to me specifically? And I'd probably make out with him if he showed up here, right? Wouldn't I? Like, that's part of the brand.
Number 9, I love old school romance, and that's just not a thing for our generation. I can't.
What is your generation? You're like 45 years old. Get the fuck out of here, Drake. Stay off my feed.
It's so good, though. He's creeping back into Marvin's room territory, though, which I do like, rather than him being like, look how hard I am. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm sad, which is why we all liked him in the first place.
Well, because Kendrick pummeled him to the ground. He's got no choice. He can't be hard. He's been killed. It's over.
Yeah.
I would like to issue a public apology from this podcast to Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Smuckers, and the listenership that we, in reporting on the daytime Emmy nominations, did not give our full-throated support to Emmy nominee Meghan Louise Markle, who's been nominated for Best Lifestyle Program at the Daytime Emmys for With Love, Meghan.
Wow.
She's nominated against A Different Breed, George to the Rescue, The Last Rite, This Old House, The Motherhood, and The Wizard of Pause. I've heard of This Old House. I've heard of none of the other ones.
Same. Not one of the other ones.
Best of luck to everybody.
Megan's
I can't wait for her.
She deserves it. Sorry,
I just want her to win so we can see how many times she pushes her hair behind her ears, how many times she coyly goes, oh, I just don't know what to say. That's what I want. I want to see the most relatable speech in history. But there's a lot of Schmuckers news. They've been on vacation. She's been posting a shitload of pictures of the kids from the back. I can now identify Archie and Lilibet from the back since we've only seen them from the back
of their head so many times.
They visited Diana's childhood home, which I thought was lovely. Mm-hmm. They were photographed on the beach where people are saying she's wearing the same black one piece that Diana would wear all the time. I'm pretty sure they're different suits.
Yeah, sure. It's a black bathing suit. Yeah, they both have black bathing suits. Got it. Yeah.
They twirled through Australia recently, and there was a mildly cute moment where she was acting as a judge or a mentor on MasterChef Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And a staffer comes in and says, "There's a phone call for you." And she looks up and goes, "Oh, it's my husband." And then Harry greets all the contestants
It was a telemarketer.
via face.
They were like, "We're calling about your car's extended warranty." Sorry, I had to.
So Harry's on there. People are freaking out. He's telemarketing. He's being ginger. It's so cute. You're like, ah! I don't know why Meghan Markle was on the show. I guess because she's a lifestyle brand, and I don't know. But all this to say, it has been announced that the next time the Smuckers family goes to England, they will have a space at Buckingham Palace.
Love that.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps. So they've been in a room with Camilla and Charles. So Smuckers and the Tampon have had an audience together.
Not the Tampon.
Still no Wills and Kate. Still no Wills and Kate.
Dear God.
Well, baby steps. The World Cup has come and gone, and the Beckhams have not mended their ways. So 2026, still an absolute disaster. Byron Nome still not a judge on Drag Race, and the Beckhams still not sitting down to break bread. I guess there's always Thanksgiving. I don't know.
There's
I don't know
always
what to say to these
Thanksgiving,
people anymore.
even though that's an American holiday that they don't celebrate.
Well, they live in the United States, so I'm sure the Peltzes throw a mean Thanksgiving. Nicola Peltz, they probably kill the turkeys that morning, I bet.
Yeah.
If your team isn't using your CRM, it isn't working. Pipedrive is a simple CRM. It's easy to use so you can focus on closing. Get 30 days free at pipedrive.com/audio.
Moving right along, the greatest comedy on television, Apple TV Plus's The Morning Show, will be ending with season 5 next season.
Thank God for all of our sakes.
Keep in mind, I stopped watching the show in season 2. I now only watch it through the clips that are sent in the group chat. And it's farce at this point. It's Moliere.
It's worse than you think. It's an
even funnier comedy. It's a funnier comedy than The Bear at this point. It's truly hilarious.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't even understand. The storylines are great. I love that it's like this. I feel like they've gone so over the top with The Morning Show now that it's on purpose. Like she's going to whip off her face in the finale and be a lizard from another planet.
100%. And then have the zipper in the back go down and then her like skin falls off, like for real.
Well, we've been threatened with this for a number of years, but it's finally happening. On September 2nd, Katy Perry's concert film, The Lifetimes Tour, live from Paris, will be coming to movie theaters. I really still can't believe that after Taylor's The Eras Tour that she'd do something called The Lifetimes Tour.
I know. And be like, what? And be like, and just truly be like, this was totally my idea. And like, not at all. I mean,
just very, I don't know. I guess it's on brand for her.
I'm at a loss for words. We're both at a loss for words about it. All this to say, will I see it? Sure. To make fun of her? Yeah. Do we have to? Is this on a movie list somewhere?
I don't know if I'm yes. I don't know. I mean, only as part of the podcast. If it was an assignment, would I go see it? I really don't know. For the two people who will care about this, me being one of them, my favorite television shows of all time are, of course, Dallas, Dynasty, and Wentworth, the Australian women's prison drama. Well, here we are 10 years after its last episode, maybe not 10, but it's been a while. There's a Wentworth reboot that will be on the air by the end of this year. It's called Wentworth Halfway Home. It will star several of the people that were on the original Wentworth in prison. And apparently this reboot follows characters' lives outside the prison. I'm nervous a little bit about it being watered down and boring because Wentworth was action-packed. But
do they fight in the prison? Is that why it's action packed? I've never seen it.
Oh, there's violence like in truly in every episode.
Like it's like Oz, like when they would like waterboard each other.
Yeah. I mean, it gets like that. Yeah, there's a lot, but it's
love that.
It's just so good. 100 episodes of truly, I don't know. You're rooting for murderers on the show. That's all I can say. Like it's great. So that is coming to binge in Australia, supposedly by the end of the year, and I assume it'll be on Netflix after that. Oh, happy days. Speaking of happy days, there is a rumor that Beyonce is going to release a new collab with Lady Gaga to celebrate the 20th anniversary of her landmark album, Bidet, popularly pronounced B-Day.
Not bidet.
Is that not the pronunciation? I love a bidet.
Same.
So yeah,
But
I mean,
they're saying,
will it be telephone too? No, I think that's going to live in the ether forever and never actually happen. But there's a collab forthcoming.
But there's something where it's like, they're saying it's like a new Get Me Bodied, which is the weirdest song of all time to have Lady Gaga be like the feature on a new version of. It just doesn't seem to be right. And so I wonder if if they're decoying it and then it really is telephone too.
That would be fantastic. And a great trick. That trick would have my respect. When I did the warm up at Tyra Banks, which I guess is now approaching 20 years, that was the song that made like the song we would play pre-show where I would walk down the runway like Tyra and invite other people in the audience to walk the Tyra runway. That was the song that people would like lose their minds and take off their shirts to.
It's a great,
like
it's a great song.
Get Me Bodied, and it was like a really good runway song.
Yeah. Get me bodied, get me bodied. Yeah, it's a good, yeah.
Can you get me bodied? I want to be my number tonight. Can you get me bodied? Oh, I'm going to listen to that the moment we stop.
Great song.
As predicted, as suggested, as prayed for and prognosticated by Christopher DeRosa, I want to say 2 years ago, Carol Radziwill is now back full-time on The Real Housewives of New York. From the mouths of babes.
We have the audio, baby. The audio is on the Patreon of me saying this is what they should do to fix New York 2 years ago. And it is exactly this.
And here she is.
Am I wrong at all? I named the 3 people they should keep. Exactly those 3. I said, bring Carol back and get 3 new ones. That's exactly what they did. And I'm vindicated. Will it fix the show? We will see.
No. It definitely won't, because they're putting a lot on Carol, and I feel like from the previews, Carol's already being attacked she's already threatened everyone on the show just by showing up, and it's pretty obvious because of the way they're attacking her. So if these women are smart, which I don't know if they are, because if they were, this Roni would be more watchable to me. They'd be like worshiping Carol. Like C-3PO in the Ewok village. Like they would be treating Carol like Nene if they were smart. Get around Carol. She's the smart one. She's the one you want.
C-3PO in the Ewok village.
You heard me. You heard me. Now, could Carol, now Carol chosen, is Carol chosen because, is it because they love Carol or because all of the other OGs are on another gig right now called Golden Life, which may or may not have Chris DeRosa on staff as a producer? We don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Wait until this fall. Wait until this fall for clarification of this gibberish. Speaking of gibberish, hello, Brandi Glanville, always in the news. Last week, Special Forces. This week, she said she referred to her kids as being boring for not doing coke.
Why is she doing this? Why? After everything, have you not learned one thing one time? The answer's no, right?
I'm going to dissent here. She's right. Do coke. Don't be boring. Let's move on. That is the official stance of just this person, not this podcast.
But also if that, like, of all the people that should be saying this, she is not the person to be saying this.
No, she shouldn't be advertising doing anything bad with your body. She needs to just come correct. I can't wait for Special Forces. I can't wait.
I know. Have you ever watched it before?
No.
Be ready, because it's a torture documentary is what it is. You're not ready. It's so serious. When you turn on Fox, you're going to be like, oh, this is Trump's America, because like, what is this? Like, just everything about the way they make the show is like, there's nothing at all about it that's like how we would make a TV show. It's so different. Like, I feel you're going to feel like you're in an alien environment, and you are.
Well, why are the contestants unsafe?
It's just like, they narrate it really weird as if it's like a nature documentary, but then it's all like the interviews they do beforehand. So there's no interviews about like what's happening that they do afterwards. It's very strangely made. And you're just like, what is this? And it's just, and then they're just being screamed at all the time.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch. It might be one of those, it might be like a Baldwinitos where I watch one episode and I'm like, I got it. And then don't again until I'm compelled to.
Or like you're on the treadmill and you're a captive audience anyway. That could be.
Maybe.
You know.
So Rosie O'Donnell's been giving a bunch of interviews because she's off Broadway at the Dale Roth this summer. And in one interview she gave, she talked about what Madonna's like as a mother, like that she's a real taskmaster and blah, blah, blah. And then just sort of lets it drop. Something I didn't know, but I guess was common knowledge, is that Madonna's daughter, Mercy, works at Watch What Happens Live. Did we know this?
Is that real?
Yes, it's real. She's worked there for several months, apparently. She is the fact that she's of working age makes me want to walk with a cane, number one. And number two, yeah, I don't know if she's like an AP or an intern or whatever, but Mercy Ciccone works for Andy Cohen.
Nepotism works, guys.
Look, she gets a high five from me for working. Madonna's children don't need to work.
Yeah, no, at least she works, yeah. Do you work? Famous quote, Vicky Convulson.
I thought you were literally asking me. That? I'm like, no.
Yeah, I know you don't work. You're working right now. This is your job.
I'm working it.
Yeah, you're working.
Speaking of working it, reports are that Justin Bieber is being considered for the Super Bowl halftime show. Look, listen to me. I'm not even going to react from now until the halftime show. I'm not going to react because when you have Bad Bunny there after making history like that, it's not a job I'd ever want. You don't want to follow that up. You could put Fergie in there and have her sing all of her songs the way she sang the Star Spangled Banner. Do all anything.
Fergalicious death.
Don't even try. You're not going to top Bad Bunny. That was the peak of all peaks.
And he's not.
All due respect to Madonna and Prince and the other really great ones, but it's not gonna.
But he's not gonna like what we have now with him. And again, what I said the other week was, why are we putting him in the most high pressure situations possible? You know what I mean? At this time when we know he's like not doing great. And so it's like, there's nothing higher than this of carrying the whole show by yourself. And also like, what's he going to do? Sing like, what we're like, baby. Ooh, like
he's not that yummy.
He's
no
not
one wants to hear yummy
songs.
at the Super Bowl.
Like, he's like old now. He's not going to sing these like teeny bopper songs that are like his biggest songs, but that's what he's like supposed to do, you know?
I have to blot again. I have to set up a series of silent fans when we do the podcast because I won't even show you what this blotting pad looks like. It looks like I ran it under the sink. Jesus.
Okay.
Did I just get a paper cut live from my blotting pad?
Are we editing this out or not?
No, leave it in. I want the whole world to know what I go through. The hardships.
God, your life is so hard. Yeah, your life is really hard.
Speaking of hardships, Chris Brown is back in news. He is facing up to 3 years in prison in connection with a confrontation at a London nightclub. It could force him to miss nearly half of the R&B tour that he's on now with Usher.
3 words.
Mm-hmm.
Look at God.
Wow.
Look at God. Lag, baby. Get him. Yeah, bye. Stop fighting people.
P.S. Have you seen this clip from the R&B tour? Like that Usher is currently
where Usher
on,
was like brought that woman up and then he like tries to do a dance on her and she like is not into it and then he like tells her to leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he kicked her off the stage because she wasn't responding to his...
Because she wasn't like throwing her clitoris in his face. Yeah, like that.
Right. Which is, I mean, I don't want to say that that's the job, but when you're called up there, you know what the deal is. Like, he's going to flirt with you, you flirt back. It was almost like she was deliberately doing it, which if she was, is hilarious.
No, that is funny. No, love it.
But she was just uninterested and then has had to go online and like, she's getting so much hate and she has gone online and given it back. Foul-mouthedly, I might add, and been like, don't tell me who I am. Don't tell me what to do. I did what I wanted. I knew what was expected. I don't have to like wrap my ham sandwich around this man on a stage to please everybody. I did what I did, and that's it.
Why is this? P.S. This person should be pre-selected if they are. You know what I mean? So it's like it should be someone that's like his biggest fan in the world, not someone who's like going to do a bit, even though I did like the bit. And even though I'm supporting her in every single way possible, she shouldn't have been up there. And
will you go full whore? Yes. Like that's the question.
Yeah. And so it's like Also, I don't want, this is such an old, like, we don't do this anymore, I feel. Like, it's like such an old trope of like.
It's very
He's
dicey.
been doing it. I went and saw him when I was like in college and he was doing this. So it's a thing where it's like, how many more decades are you going to do the same thing?
Hey, Siri, how old is Usher?
Usher is 47 years old.
Thank you. He's 47 years old. Did you hear Adele?
And also, what does his boyfriend in Italy think?
Oh!
Allegedly.
In this week's Old Person Has to Cancel a Concert right in the middle of it, Jon Bon Jovi ended his Madison Square Garden concert on Thursday, promising fans he would reschedule the show. He was in the middle of a number and he stopped and he was like, don't throw away your ticket stubs. I'm going to figure something out. I got to cool it for tonight. I can't go on anymore. Joining Rod Stewart, Lionel Richie, and everyone else who doesn't need to work, who's just leaving the stage in the middle of it.
Wow.
If I drove from Jersey to Madison Square Garden, I'm furious at Jon Bon Jovi right now. You know what? Lip sync the rest of it.
No,
just lip sync it. What's the big deal? I'm not coming back.
Make everyone sing. Pull the mic out and make everyone else sing and just stand there. You know what I mean? Like that's what everyone else does. I know. I hate it. No,
I hate when people do. I hate when people overdo it. Like I like knowing that we're all there because we love the same person. But when you're holding the mic out for like an entire song, I'm like, just lip sync and admit you can't sing anymore. It's fine.
Yeah. Or don't
keep in mind,
sing
my
that
favorite
song.
artist is an 80-year-old woman. I'm not even expecting Cher to sing live when I go.
Who literally
I want you to walk
they've
out.
like roboticized her mouth. Like it's like not even like.
Show me. I want to see you wearing that turn back time cobweb. I want to see the outfits, the wigs, walk around. I don't need to see anything else other than I'm only going to a Cher concert for proof of life at this point. I'm not going to be blown away musically. Jon Bon Jovi, I'm sorry, I got to cool it. I got to get off stage. Sir, you don't even have to sing. Just do your thing.
Just walk around and play the guitar. Pretend to play the guitar.
What's the big deal? I'm not coming back to Madison Square Garden. The wedding spot of Taylor Swift, by the way. I may never go to Madison Square Garden again. Actually,
I know. But even just think about like, it's my life. And then it's like, let the thing go. And then like, did it my way. And then like be done. Like just sing those two lines of that and then let the track do all of it.
If I were at that concert, I would have jumped on stage and just finished it. Truly. Yeah. Like I would have just finished the songs. We all know them.
We can all do this.
How dare you? Broadway. It's time to talk Broadway. There are so many little nuggets this week. Mm-hmm. The Purple Rain Broadway musical will arrive in 2027. It will include 20 Prince songs, aka the soundtrack from the movie Purple Rain. I was a little bit nervous. I'm excited that this music will be on Broadway.
Yeah, sure.
I'm nervous because the Purple Rain movie.
It could be bad.
Yeah, the story was always the weakest part. It's like it's a semi-autobiographical story about Prince and Minneapolis and all that stuff. The music cannot be beat, so I'm there no matter what.
Yeah, of course.
I'm excited that it's got a date. It'll be at the Majestic Theater, which is where Phantom of the Opera was for 88 years. Yes. The only thing that's been in that theater since Phantom is Beaches, which closed after like a half a performance. So I do hope that they sage in there.
And Gypsy. Wasn't Gypsy there?
Was
with Audra
Gypsy at the Majestic?
I'm pretty sure it was.
You may be right. The last one was Beaches, so just sage beforehand.
Yeah.
There's a Benjamin Buttons musical. Obviously, I'm curious because how are you going to age this motherfucker backwards right in front of us? I'm sure they'll pull it off. The Public Theater has announced the premiere production of said musical. Some of the comments in the announcement on Broadway World are from people who saw the show in London and said that not only is this musical great, it's actually 10 times better than the movie. Okay.
Wait. Of Benjamin Button? Am I hearing this correct?
Buttons. You're hearing that correctly.
Oh,
Benjamin.
No. We've really gotten
Buttons.
to the bottom of the barrel, haven't we?
I don't know. Like I said, some of the reviews are good. I mean, sometimes you get surprised. But I don't know. I'm always nervous about a property that appeared in other media before it comes to Broadway. Yeah. There's always reason to be nervous, but
yes,
I don't know. People are saying this is good. Little Shop of Horrors, the musical, I don't think it ever made it to Broadway, actually. It was always off Broadway, is 40 years old this year. And Ellen Greene, who's the original Audrey, is touring with it. She's not just assuming the role and like doing the full blah blah blah, but it doesn't includes like a live conversation, and she does a special performance of Somewhere That's Green as Audrey. But fun to see the original and never duplicated Audrey on stage.
Go.
If you're into that,
I want to go.
I loved that movie. I truly loved the movie. It's like a seminal, it's almost like a seminal gay movie. Hey Siri, when did the Little Shop of Horrors movie come out?
The movie Little Shop of Horrors was released in 1986.
Correct. I was 15 years old. Okay, I don't need to know where it's from. I trust you. Yeah, I was 15 when it came out. It was like a seminal, it was a moment for sure. Yeah. Tisha Campbell, Tashina Arnold, Rick Moranis. Rick Moranis, by the way, appeared at Comic-Con to a rapturously standing ovation.
A legend.
As they premiered Spaceballs, the movie that's going to come out. They did a hilarious gag at Comic-Con because, as we mentioned earlier, Marvel has announced they have their slate to 2042 all set. So they were pretending that Spaceballs also had a slate until 2042.
Incredible.
And they were like, in 2029, Spaceballs, the last ball. Like they were doing like 20 of those, and it was pretty hilarious. While we're still on Broadway, B.D. Wong, who you know from a million things. He's a Tony winner. He was on SVU. You know him from Awkwafina's show and a million things. He is doing a reimagined solo production of The Glass Menagerie.
Into it.
That he's premiering at the Philadelphia Theater Company. Yeah, I'm really into it. I love B.D. Wong. I love B.D. Wong on Threads. It seems like he spends his whole day burying people on that app.
People.
Like that's his full-time job now. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. I hope it's as good as Sarah Snook's One Human Dorian Gray. We shall see. Last Broadway story today is the person who's produced. There's an off-Broadway production of Phantom of the Opera in the vein of Sleep No More. It's called Masquerade. It's been around for a while now. We've talked about it on the pod where you dress up to go and you accompany the characters through a giant set and you follow them for hours. Anyway, this producer, the producer of Masquerade, wants to save Cats, the Jellicle Ball. He thinks it's like a real sin that it's gone away.
Okay.
So
same.
Do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. Do it.
Save it.
So we'll see. There's only like 3 weeks left of Jellicle Ball, which is still, it's my algorithm every day is filled with stories about Broadway's Broken, specifically because this show is going away. It's sort of like, I don't know. It's probably going to draw attention to it and then go away. And next year we'll pay $900 for B.D. Wong's Glass Menagerie. But it's still, it's still kind of shocking that a show this great has to leave. So Sutton Foster, there's a canyon ranch in the Berkshires, the wellness retreat. Mm-hmm. So Sutton Foster has like a Sutton Foster weekend there where she's like, I don't know if she's teaching yoga or whatever, but it's just it's a Sutton Foster wellness weekend. Part of it includes a Hugh Jackman concert.
No.
Is part of the Sutton Foster Wellness Weekend.
No.
Yep.
Oh, God. I loved him so much. I really did. And now he's so weird.
He is also going to be appearing in Ridley Scott's Treasure Island. Ridley Scott, the famed director, of course, of Alien and Gladiator. He's now doing a reimagining or a reboot or just a remake of Treasure Island starring Hugh Louise Jackman.
I don't hate that.
That's very Hugh Jackman coded, actually. Like Treasure Island, I don't know, Swiss Family Robinson, anything on an old colonial boat. It all feels very Hugh Jackman to me.
Yeah,
so sure.
However, speaking of something that the Muppets did great, Muppets Treasure Island was incredible.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Should we do? But all this to say, they haven't done 900. Like, honestly, the last Treasure Island they did was the Muppets Treasure Island when I was like 4 years old. So this is something that I would want to revisit because I haven't since I was a wee lad.
Speaking of wee lads, Diddy has been placed in solitary. How's that for a fucking segue?
Thank God. Look, 3 more words, Dominic. Look at God.
Sean Puff Daddy P. Diddy Combs. She, the queen of Vaseline and white parties.
Baby oil.
Was it? Oh, you're right.
Don't put that on Vaseline. Okay. Let them live.
You don't want me to insult. Let Vaseline live.
Let them live. Good morning to everyone, especially Vaseline.
That's a shame because Vaseline and Queen rhyme. Diddy, we'll just call him the Royal of Baby Oil. There we go. The Royal
There we go.
of
We're
Oil.
back. We're back.
Sean Louise P. Diddy Combsla in solitary had what is described as a violent fight in prison and was placed in solitary.
I'm surprised this hasn't happened sooner.
I don't know. I mean, when's he get? It's next year he's getting out, right?
I don't know.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
That is going to be a scene. I wonder if Gayle King's even going to touch that.
I
Sit
don't
down,
feel like
Sean.
he'll get. Yeah, I don't feel like he'll get interviews. I would hope he wouldn't.
He's got to clear this up. He's starved for attention. I'm gonna say,
that's true.
I gotta say that the P. Diddy interview that's coming, the post jail interview. This is where Gayle King and Diane Shoulders Sawyer fight to the fucking death.
Yeah,
because that's the interview of the year. That's the interview of the year right now.
Yeah,
of next year. Gayle King, I want to see footage now, a year out, of Gayle and Diane like in the gym working out, preparing to have a cage match over who gets
and both
interviewed.
learning like how to shoot a sniper rifle to like kill each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're like doing target practice on like.
This is in their career defining. Like, who will it be? Will it be astronaut Gayle, sit down Robert King, or Diane, I murdered Whitney Houston and these are my shoulders Sawyer? Now this is a bill. This is a fight I want to see.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, this is a Photoshop. I'm sorry. This is Greg. Hello, wake
Combined
up.
age 904. The world's two most elderly journalists competing for the interview of the year. I can't wait. I can't wait. Ariana Grande, heard of her, and Jacob Elordi, heard of him, apparently are the front runners for a rumored live-action Hercules. A lot of conflicting stories recently about whether or not Disney is going to keep doing live-action stuff. Coleman Domingo is writing a live-action, Princess Tiana movie, this live-action Hercules. But in the wake of Moana losing, the live-action Moana losing like $100 million. So sort of mixed messages we're getting from Disney and Hollywood about whether or not this branch of Disney is going to continue.
Here's what I'll say. Ariana Grande is perfect for Meg.
PERFECT. Like absolutely. So is
like
he.
Physically perfect. Ponytail, bangs.
It's already there. I'd forgotten how much that character looks like her already.
No, but to say, don't say I'm in love. Like, great song. I am very surprised that and I know this had been like a rumor forever that they were going to do a Broadway show. That show would run forever if they did a Broadway version of it.
Well, there's one on the West End.
I know.
And it does bang up. It makes money and people love it. They absolutely love it.
Because the music, like it's a very underrated, like for the 90s, like Disney movies that I like came out when I was a kid. It's so underrated. And like the music is so good with the muses singing at the beginning. And it's like a literal Greek chorus, LOL. And they're all singing and it's this like soulful music. It's so incredible.
I was on a Disney cruise many years ago that I don't want to talk about, but I did sit through a stage production of it and I walked out of it because I was like, this was terrible. It wasn't good.
Oh my God,
it wasn't good. But this West End production I've heard and they have a new Hercules who just went in and I can't remember his name, but supposedly he is like a star. And there are people, they're like maniacs for it.
Yeah.
For Hercules on the West End. I don't know. It's got to be coming here, right? I don't know. I can't see why it would.
I mean, Aladdin has been on Broadway for like 20 years and it's not even a good show.
Hey, Siri, when did Hercules the musical open in London? Oh, it's only a year ago. So just over. Oh, I don't need to know. I trust you, Siri. She's always trying to shove it up my ass.
I do like
No,
but I do like that.
I don't like accountability. This way,
right, we know.
I don't. It's not my brand. I don't do accountability.
This is the thing. Moana didn't need to. We talked about it, but like Moana didn't need to have a live action because the movie only came out like 10 years ago. There's no nostalgia for it, and the first one was so good. Like this is something that I haven't watched in 20 years, and like I would like to see. Like I was so excited when they did a live action Mulan, and then it was so bad because there was no music. It was too serious. And there was like, and the songs are so good. And like, there was no Mushu. There was no like funny characters. And they made it so serious. I was like, who wants to watch this? Not me. Because the original's so good. They could write that wrong with Hercules.
I
They
walked
could.
out of the live action Mulan because I thought that it was Moulin Rouge. And I was like, what on earth is this? And I got up and left. I truly was like,
Stop.
where is Nicole Kidman? This is horrible.
You're so stupid.
There's nothing fun about this Moulin
It wasn't
Rouge
even
at
in
all.
the movie
Everyone's
theater. We were
so
like in the middle
unhappy.
of COVID. This
I
is
saw it in a movie theater. That's how fucked up I was. Speaking of Diddy, and since we haven't spoken about Jennifer Lopez in the past 45 minutes, J-Lo's first ex, Ohani Noah, still a hot piece of ass. No one knows who he is because he wasn't really a celebrity.
Can get.
I guess for some reason he's been giving an interview. I guess he's friends with Jennifer Lopez again. He's forgiven her, and he gives an interview about her cheating on him with Diddy and confronting Diddy and Diddy being a complete asshole. And when J-Lo tried to break up with Diddy, Diddy threatened J-Lo and her family the first time she tried to break up with him. This guy's a maniac. He shouldn't be allowed out of jail. Honestly, he should stay in solitary forever.
No.
But while we're talking about J-Lo, I saw some concert footage of her. I guess she's still in Europe. She was performing at the Dolce & Gabbana concert in Italy last week. And she's on stage during the mid-song banter, which I love Jennifer Lopez. I'm trying to correct her every week. I don't want her talking between songs anymore.
No.
That's what I'm saying. She does this I'm very relatable mid-song banter when it's like, you know what's sexy about a man? When he does the dishes. I'm like, girl, sit down.
No.
Nobody but the staff does dishes in your houses.
Yeah.
Sit down with this. Stop it. I'm actually telling
And
the
she never
listenership
learned. And she
not to Google it. Don't Google this because you may not like her at the end of it. I don't want you to be relatable. You're not. Not all stars are supposed to be relatable. I don't expect that from you.
She never learns. The lesson has been taught to her 6 times since we started this
She doesn't
podcast, and
care.
it hasn't. But like this is the next version of like, this reminds me of when I was in the Bronx as a little girl. I remember she's like my hair like this. It reminds me of when I was running down the street.
Drinking my orange drink.
Drinking my
You know
orange
what's
drink.
sexy
Remember?
about
You know
a
what I mean?
man? It's sexy about a man when he can't decide between Dawn and Palmolive to wash my cheese grater with. You know what I mean, ladies? Am I right, ladies? It really was. The energy was, am I right, ladies? And the audience was like giving golf claps and you're like, sing Let's Get Loud, bitch.
Yeah,
Stop
that's a deal.
this.
That's a deal breaker, ladies. Like,
It's truly unbelievable.
And also, sorry, but like J-Lo, you have to wash your own dishes. I don't want to hear that you have to do that.
No,
You're a
make
bajillionaire.
fame look. I want to be jealous.
I want you
of
to say my maid washes the dishes because that's her entire job, and I pay her handsomely to do it.
You're not washing dishes. You're in that fairy chamber that makes you look 30 instead of 57.
Not fairy chamber.
It's a fairy chamber. She goes in the forest.
You're using stem cells.
Whatever it is, she's eating babies.
Oh God, that's
Christopher,
Dominick.
America, I have waited not too long, but long enough to make this announcement. Netflix has now confirmed that Untold Ray Gun Breaking Badly, the documentary about Australian breakdancer Ray Gun, will be on Netflix September 1st.
Dominick, we need to that's an immediate review. That's a review. That's already in the can. The minute that we can watch it, we're watching it and reviewing it. There's
so
no
let's
correct.
so everyone can mark their motherfucking calendars. This masterwork will be out on Tuesday, September 1st. You will hear it reviewed the following day on
Period.
Fixing Famous People on Wednesday, September 2nd. We cannot wait. We cannot wait. And speaking of things we cannot wait for, the long rumored, this is actually a very exciting announcement. And next week we will have full details about how you can come to the very first Fixing Famous People live on stage. That is correct. Christopher DeRosa, Dominick Puba, and several friends of the pod live on stage at Green Room 42 in New York City this September. We will be giving you the date. We will be giving you ticket information. We will be giving you all the details when we announce this next week. We are so excited. We were chatting yesterday about what this will entail. Will there be a burlesque number? That's a yes for me and no for Christopher, but we'll just see how it goes that night.
FFP on ice, baby. On
ice. Yes, bitch. So excited.
Can't wait.
to do this live. We will have more information about who will be joining us. We hope you will be joining us for the first ever. Christopher, I did get your text last night. We do have to make sure we get a step and repeat ready with our logos on it, with our faces on it.
Yeah.
So I'm just very excited to take to the stage. And I bet now, Christopher, what's going to happen is that the show will just be on stage every week, I think, after this. I think you'll become so addicted to the
We'll be Hercules.
White lights of fame. Yeah, we will be. Maybe we'll do it in London for a year before coming here. I'm fine to live in London for a year to do it.
Yeah.
After these short yet very vital messages, we are going to be reviewing Relentless, the Diane Warren documentary, which should be required viewing for all human beings. We're a podcast that's obsessed with Diane Warren, and this did not quell that at all.
No, everything about it was great and also horrible.
By the end of this documentary, I was Googling Diane Warren Halloween costumes on Amazon. I need the wig. I need the scarves.
Yeah,
I need all of it.
The bandanas that she ties around her neck. Yeah. Okay, we'll get there. All right.
Before we take our break, on this week's a la carte, which will be coming out for Apple subscribers and Patreonettes tomorrow, we will be talking about the surprising new list of Hollywood Walk of Fame inductees. We will be talking about Taylor Sheridan's new, Taylor Sheridan's new horse competition that'll be airing on CBS.
We're reviewing.
Kimberly Kardashian's new energy drink. Why Kelly Ripa is not allowed to speak. The new Julie Andrews documentary coming to Disney Plus. The new Ali G movie. And of course, the Wicked movies being, I don't know if we'll say they're being re-released, but they'll be going on a world tour with a live orchestra.
Ready?
Mildly excited to see it. That'll be on the a la carte. And this Friday, with friend of the pod, frequent guest, or I should say not infrequent guest, Sarah Wendell, we will be fixing Akon this Friday. And when I tell you that
music.
Sometimes we do celebrities on the show where I get like a full education on who they are.
It was.
That's who Akon was for me, for sure. And I'm not going to lie, we recorded this a few weeks ago, and in between listening sessions of Confessions 2, I have occasionally played an Akon song because I was quite turned on to the music. He's
Dominic.
I slept on him for years.
I was in Las Vegas this weekend, and they were playing Akon all over Vegas, baby. They were.
I bet they were.
He lives.
We also live, and you'll live with us after these vital messages when we talk about Diane Warren.
If your team isn't using your CRM, it isn't working. Pipedrive is a simple CRM. It's easy to use so you can focus on closing. Get 30 days free at pipedrive.com/audio.
We're back.
Relentless, Diane Warren. This can be streamed a number of places. I think it's on HBO Max. I know it's on Amazon Prime. You can rent it on Apple TV. We are fans of Diane Warren. First of all, you are also a fan of Diane Warren. If you're listening,
even if you don't think
podcast.
that you are.
Diane Warren, and we already been knowing this, but here's just a list of the shit that Diane Warren has written. Songwriter Diane Warren, nominated 17 times for an Oscar, never won. Turn Back Time by a little-known artist named Cher.
If I could turn back time.
Her first hit, which I did not know until I watched this documentary, Rhythm of the Night by DeBarge. The mean of the rhythm of the night, and then till the morning light.
I mean, wow. A colossal hit.
Colossal, as was Turn Back Time, as was Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith from the movie Armageddon.
By Carol Radziwill. I don't want to close my eyes.
By Carol Radziwill.
Because they look alike.
I know. How about a little number called How Do I Live, which at one point occupied the number 1 and 2 spots on Billboard by 2 different artists, Leanne Rimes and Trisha Yearwood was the other one,
Trisha
right?
Yearwood, yes.
Unbelievable. Unbreak My Heart.
Don't let me and when I tell you, Toni Braxton gives the best performance of her lifetime playing that piano in the scene. We'll get to it. I have a note.
Waving her hand. She's great. Because You Loved Me by Celine Dion, which we know now was written by Diane Warren about her father. And we
to be like,
can
and my
build
mom is
this
a
dream
bitch. Like she's
Our mom is a complete hag. Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship. Nothing's gonna stop us now. I Get Weak by Belinda Carlisle. Blame It on the Rain by Milli Vanilli. Don't Turn Around by Ace of Base. I didn't even know. I Turn to You by Christina Aguilera. Can't Fight the Moonlight from Coyote motherfucking
period.
Ugly. It's pretty endless. It really is pretty endless.
And again, we've done this. We've done this on our Patreon. If you are in the $20 tier, we have an episode called Diane Warren's Failures. And we go through all of the songs and what they lost to our favorite thing of all time. And we talk ad nauseum why, what's up.
It's really remarkable. So finally, last year is released a documentary. You can tell in a celebrity documentary how actually loved someone is based on who will appear in it. Because, you'll see like the Charlie Sheen doc, for example. We get Denise Richards. We get Sean Penn. We don't get members of Charlie Sheen's actual family because they're never going to be not mad at him enough. But the Diane Warren documentary opens with Cher and then just stays at that level of absolute superstardom. You get Gloria Estefan. You get Leanne Rimes. You get like almost the artists of almost every song that I've mentioned participating. And almost every single person in several montages throughout the documentary has this to say. Diane Warren is a genius. There isn't a better songwriter. Diane Warren is also annoying, cheap, and bonkers, period. Like across the board.
Cher keeps calling her unrelenting, and it's so good. This was a roller coaster in every way possible.
It made me love her more. I got to be honest.
It made me love her more, but there were some oh brother moments for sure, and some moments where
give me your oh brother moments. I'm curious.
She goes back to her childhood home,
right?
She's like
always a dicey moment.
And like and this is a bigger critique of the documentary in general, but it's like you just know what they want her to do in her childhood home and be like, here's all these memories I have. And she's like, I used to go in the bathroom because it had the best acoustics and I would play my guitar. And then she goes in the thing and then she like plays the guitar in the bathroom of her childhood home. And she's like, something.
She wrote a song on camera. She wrote a song.
And then she's like, I was there in the bathroom putting on my makeup. And she's like, see, just so many memories. And I was like, enough. I can't. Like, it was just so like performative of like, this is a documentary about my life. And now I need to like perform for it. And that was
what was hilarious about the whole scene is that a different family lives in Diane Warren's childhood home. The producers obviously paid them a location fee, but somehow the family missed the note that they needed to vacate the property. So when Diane Warren goes into her childhood bedroom, the teenager that lives in that bedroom now is in there.
And she's like, hello? She's like,
Diane walks in, she's like, oh, I'm sorry to bother you. And the girl's like, oh, hi, my name's Letitia. And I'm like, where's the producer to get Letitia out of the house?
And it seemed like she was like changing her clothes. She like didn't have pants on at the beginning.
Instead, Diane and Letitia are talking about the room, and Diane's like, I used to sneak out this window and run away. And Letitia was like, yeah, I never snuck out the window like that. And Diane was like, I guess we can't all be good girls, and then walks into the bathroom with her guitar, takes a shit, and writes a song. She didn't take a shit, but I really was hoping she would sit on the toilet. And speaking, by the way, of her running out that window, she did run away periodically as a child. She was very different. She was born considerably late. Like when she pointed out when she was 10 years old, her closest sibling was 24. So she had two older siblings that were born like a generation before her.
And she says, like, I basically was an only child. I had siblings, but I was raised as if I was an only child because I was the only kid in the house.
And she did look different and she acted different. Like she was just she was a weird, quirky kid, basically, by her own admission. And at one point she runs away, and about how times have changed. They show a newspaper ad, which is like, Mr. and Mrs. Warren of Smith Street in Van Nuys are looking for their runaway daughter, Diane. It appeared in a newspaper because that was the quickest way to get news to people, to galvanize the community. But to know that there's an actual printed record of Diane Warren running away when she's 14 years old made my clit pop a little bit. I thought it was pretty hilarious.
half of this documentary is like really good things about her and like people being like, and this woman is a genius in every way possible. And then half of it is, it's just like, I don't know. It's very disjointed. That's my biggest critique of the thing is like, there's a world in which it could have been a documentary about how all these celebrities think that she's so annoying and that being like so funny and amazing. And then there's a part of it of being like a really big like retrospective of her life. And it's neither of those things completely. And it's like too many things. It's too many different tones mishmashed together. That's my biggest problem with it. Do you agree with this?
I don't know. It didn't. Yes, I agree with you. It didn't bother me as much. But what I did think was that it was, as the critique is of a lot of Netflix documentaries recently as well, it was just, what's the word I'm thinking? It was serviceable. Like there was nothing about how it was produced was particularly groundbreaking. I think we don't know more about her at the end of this because there's not much to know.
But there is
about her. See, I'm not convinced of that. I think that she works all the time and that's it. Like, I believe that that's her whole life. They even poke fun that she's never had a boyfriend, and they talk to one person who may or may not have been in a relationship with her, but neither one of them actually cops to it. Like they talk about dancing in the studio together, but there's never a moment. And she's very clear about like, I've never been in a relationship because I just wanted to work. Like a relationship wasn't for me.
But there's so much of it where it's like when you go, there's a part where, first of all, at the beginning of the thing, I did not know that she like owns her own record label. Like she's like a mogul and like has all this money. And like David Foster, who like I wrote, one of my notes is, I couldn't be more annoyed than when I see David Foster on my screen is what I wrote. He's like, I'm so jealous because her like music catalog is worth like $500 million. And like, I wish mine was worth that. And so it's like, we don't give her the respect. Like that was part of it. Like it could have been that documentary of like, you don't give enough respect to Diane Warren and she deserves it. And it wasn't fully that. It wasn't fully about her childhood. And when she originally, trigger warning for, sexual abuse, but she admits later as she goes through and she writes a song with Lady Gaga about being molested by her friend's father. It could have been a documentary all about that. It could have been a documentary all about like how she knows all these celebrities and they call her and yell at her and like, or she calls them and is like, I wrote the best, like Cher keeps saying, she will always tell me I wrote the best song I've ever written. And every time she says it, every time she calls me about a song that she wrote, like, she's like, so every song is the best song. It could have just been a documentary about that. But instead it was like trying to be everything. And so I just felt that it didn't go far enough in any respect, which is sad.
I don't think I knew enough about Diane Warren to not be moved by the little nuggets of things. I'm not disagreeing with you. Yeah. There was no like standard POV in the doc. They just sort of kept following her around. It was a little bit bonkers like she is. I did think when they casually 80% into the documentary revealed that Diane Warren has Asperger's. I was like, whoa. Like, why this is the, I was like, this is the story.
Exactly.
Because a lot of how she has lived her life can be explained by Asperger's, like the work ethic and the focus, like her whole life is about work ethic and focus. And it is a trait of people with
that
Asperger's.
Spectrum.
Also,
you know what I mean? That spectrum. You know what I mean? Like that,
social awkwardness, lack of relationship, like so much. And you don't want to say like her whole life is just about being someone with Asperger, but it should have been mentioned earlier because it's sort of like is a window into why she is like this. Like part of it is truly involuntary. Like part of it is biological and fascinating because she is in no uncertain terms a genius, like truly.
Absolutely.
She's on the list of, she's the highest on any list of the best living or dead songwriters. She is always the highest ranking woman just prolific alone. Like, but whether, even if you hate her music, just the prolific catalog should put her on that list. And she'll be the first to tell you, I don't want to be the highest ranking woman. I just want to be on the list. And good for you. But really, in an industry that's overpowered by men in the executive suites, being a woman in that role is something that she should be proud of.
Well, and but even she talks a lot at the end about being like, she's like, I don't want it to be that I'm a woman. I don't want it to be that I'm a woman. I just want to be seen as a songwriter, like amongst these men. That right there in itself is its own documentary. You know what I mean? There were like so many different documentaries that this could have been. And instead they made it like a mishmash of all these things. And I personally get annoyed by that these days because I feel like there's so many older documentaries that just stick to one part of them that makes it so much better instead of trying to tell every story. But
yeah. There were many nuggets thrown in there. And I really did pause it when they were like, Diane has Asperger. And I was sort of like, of course she does. Like, that's a superpower that gets you to work as much as she fucking works. It's like a very key detail that I was surprised. Maybe they were afraid of being awkward or rude about it, but it just made sense to me.
Let me mention as well, Asperger's is no longer really used anymore. That's something that she says in the documentary, hence why we're saying it, but it's also what it now is basically autism spectrum.
Right.
Like,
right.
Yeah. But she says Asperger's in it. So that's why we keep saying that.
Several times. Yes. We're not making any, hopefully we're not faux pieing here, but it was a big,
it makes so much sense of why she is the way that she is.
Yes.
Yeah. I have some nuggets. When she would get a record, like when she would get like an LP, she would look at the credits on an album. And she kept saying when she was young, I want to be one of those people. And it's funny because when I used to watch like MTV and like I remember seeing like executive producer Ken Mock at the end of like America's Next Top Model and always wondering like, who is that person? Like I kind of did the same thing of being like, wondering the people in the credits. I always remember seeing like Liz Gately and like Adam DeVello's names after like Laguna Beach and remember being like, who is that person? And so it was so funny that she talked about that at the beginning of the documentary of like, I would look at those names and be like, I want that to be my name. And because I was like, oh, that was kind of like me as a kid, like unknowingly. I said the scene in her childhood bathroom and then the shed that she would be banished to by her mother. I wrote goodbye. There was a lot of like faux emotion in this that I was like, well, I wish that you didn't show me this because now I'm like annoyed with her.
Yeah. Her mother, she said that she'd be playing the same song over and over and that her mother would be annoyed by it and banish her to a shed in the backyard. And then Diane Warren went up to the shed and pushed the door open too hard and it fell off.
Yeah.
Which was hilarious. And I don't know who fixed it.
It was funny, but it was also just like, what are we doing? I was like, what are we doing here? I also wrote, as much as I'm supposed to slam her for all these celebrities saying that she basically blackmails them on a regular basis, I actually admire it a lot.
Yeah, she's a reality producer. I mean, it's like that's the job. Like push until they pull. Yeah, like that's it.
And again, like she will call people up and be like, hey, I want you to do this song. I want you to do this song. They're like, no. And she's like, I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm showing up to your house. I'm doing like she is rabid about it and is like so passionate. And like, that's why she's so fucking successful because she believes in herself, even if no one else does.
Cher tells a great story about turning down a song repeatedly. Actually, I believe it was Turn Back Time. Yeah. And she was like, I'm not doing the song. I'm not doing the song. And Diane Warren said, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for us to record it. And Cher went, oh shit, this is the cheapest bitch I know and she's willing to pay for it, so it must be good. Yeah. And then it became one of Cher's biggest hits, certainly her biggest hit before Believe.
And she plays that. She still has, here's the other thing that could be its own documentary, in her like actual, where she writes in her humongous building in LA, which by the way, we didn't even really talk about. She like owns a huge building that's just like a whole, like all of her records and shit. And like, it's her whole record label is in this building, which like no one does anymore. She has this room that's like her writing room and it is like a hoarder's wet dream. It's like all these cassette tapes, all these old things, similar to like Bang My Box or like Robin Bird when she had all of her. It's like
exactly that.
It's like that. It looked like it. And it's like literally full of mothballs. There's like dust everywhere. It's like disgusting. And she is like, I still write like I did when I in the 80s basically and in the 70s. Like I still write on paper and then I record it on cassette tapes. And she goes back and plays her demo of Turn Back Time and listens to it. And she says to the camera, Cher, you're right. I want to turn this down too. I sound like fucking shit on this. Like she's like,
well, that's what Cher said. And some other people too. It's like Diane does not have a very pretty singing voice. So when you're hearing that voice introduce a song, people are thinking, I don't want to do this. It sounds like shit.
And they slam her a lot, and it's funny. And also, like, I like that they're like, she's so annoying, and that's why she's so great. Like, do you know what I mean? There's something about that is so fresh.
Because you can be that way. You can be a pit bull without actually biting people. You know what I mean? You can wheel and deal and still be respectful. You don't have to like sexually assault everyone that you're coming into contact with in Hollywood to prove a point. Like you can just like be a nudge and then pull back. You can be Sue Mengers. You can be Diane Warren. You can have a couple of enemies, but just keep it cute. I love that there are so many people that she is still friends with from childhood. That to me, it is a marker of someone's heart and someone's character. Like whenever I even meet people and they're like, I've talked to this person every day since I was 13 years old. I'm like, wow, I love long, close friendships like that. She's got a lot of them, including her assistant, who I swore was Faye Resnick when she popped up on
looked
camera.
Dominick exactly like her.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, is this where Faye Resnick has been pouring Diane Warren's coffee? She looked so much like her, I couldn't believe it.
Well, how about when she was like, she plucked me out of obscurity. I was selling timeshares, and now here I am. Like, it was so good. There's a lot of like broads in this. Like she's surrounded by broads, and I love. How about when they're all her friends that are like literally carbon copies of her that are watching the Oscars from her house.
I teared up when I saw that. Like basically what he's talking about is whenever she's maybe going to get nominated for an Oscar, all of her friends gather at Diane's house at 5 a.m. to see them announced live. And there must have been like 20 women in the room supporting her and cheering when she got one of her Oscar nominations, which obviously she eventually lost. But it truly touched me, like to see friendship, loyalty, like that stuff gets me every time.
And then the one friend was with her at the Oscars when she loses, and she's like, and they got me on camera saying like, what the fuck? Like,
yes, they did.
Like, they're still so upset that she doesn't have one. Like and you see them, she's there, and then all her friends are at her house watching it, and they're filming her friends at watching the Oscars. And when she loses, they're like, God damn it. Like they're like so upset. So
truly like emotional walking around the house. Like, I don't fucking understand this. I don't understand this. Like, who at the Academy do I need to call to fix this? Like angry.
As if you bet $1 million on the Super Bowl and you just lost it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like that. I wrote, she wants an Oscar too badly. That's why they're not giving it to her.
Yeah, but it's publicity. They'll never give it to her. They'll give it to her they'll give it to her posthumously.
I read that. I said she needs to not care, and they'll give it to her. She needs to be like, you know what? I've stopped trying. You know, I'm going to write songs for her because it's what I love. But this is a dream that sailed, and then they're going to give her the Oscar.
And you know what? I believe that in her brilliant mind, somewhere she doesn't actually want it because she knows the story is too good. Because once they gave Susan Lucci the Emmy, finally, who cared?
And
she got nominated like one time after that. Like, no, don't keep the story going. Keep the story going.
Diane needs something to work towards, and the Oscar is the final one. Because then what happens?
That's why I'm saying give it to her. Yeah. Give it to her posthumously. Cher presented Diane with her honorary Oscar. She's actually the first songwriter in history. This is a tidbit I did not know. First songwriter to get an honorary Oscar. And she asked Cher to stay up there because she's awkward and didn't want to be up there by herself. But my favorite part was that she held the Oscar and looked at the sky and said, look, Mom, I finally got a man.
Funny. She's funny.
Ooh, she's funny as fuck. Yeah.
And she's very like potty mouthed, which I like. I always like someone that's really potty mouthed. You know what I mean? Like she's like, what the fuck is this? Fuck, bitch, fuck. You know what I mean? And then like when you're going around with her as you're following her, she is funny and you do get more of her personality and you see why all these people love her so much. I did like that part of it. Some more nuggets that people said. They said a sign of greatness in songwriting is that there's no fingerprints on it. When you hear one of Diane Warren's songs, it's just a good song, which I felt great about. That was like, I was like, ooh, writing that down, you know?
There's no through line among the songs that I mentioned at the beginning, other than they're all just good songs. Like you would never know that Toni Braxton's Unbreak My Heart was written by the person who wrote Can't Fight the Moonlight from Coyote Ugly.
Sure.
You just wouldn't. What's the through line there? They're hits. That's it.
Yeah. Speaking of, I wrote, this documentary is half people telling the truth too much. And then I said, and half people who are menaces being menaces. And then I wrote in parentheses, I'm writing this as I watch Toni Braxton do her best broken down version of Unbreak My Heart on the piano.
Yeah, she has lowered that key considerably. Yes. And also, I have a note here. We need to put Toni on the list. I want to do a whole hour on Toni because that's like...
Yeah, we can put her on. I'll do it right now, Dominic. I'm writing it down.
And I can't imagine we won't find someone that want to fix it. And again, this is not Toni Braxton's endlessly talented.
A legend.
I just want to talk about her for an hour and talk about why we're making fun of her here instead of celebrating that she is at the Dolce & Gabbana show talking about men. Am I right, ladies? Like, I want her to be that level of touring. And she could, by the way, the Toni Braxton personal life tales. Baby, can't wait to do that one.
Yes. I wrote fame costs. She's never done anything with her life other than work.
Yep.
Yeah.
But how sad. I mean, she doesn't want a relationship. It's not her thing. But when her cat dies, it's a real moment. She's showing genuine emotion. That's the closest relationship she's ever had. And who knew? I mean, we've slept on Diane Warren being this animal activist, and she owns in Malibu, an animal separate from her residence, a whole farm that's just an animal retreat. It has almost 60 animals on it, several asses and sheep and all this other. And she knows. She got up there. She was like ass. Yeah, she was counting all the asses.
She's very funny. She could be. She should. This is the other thing. Put herself more forward facing and be funny, and then they'll give her an Oscar.
Technically, I thought everything was good. The one thing that that jumped out at me was obviously this was shot during COVID because everyone appears in a studio except for Beyonce. Her very brief interview was very clearly shot on a phone and with no one in the room, the way that I had to produce every show that I produced during COVID, where I'm doing interviews from my laptop and she's looking off camera and being shot also with a phone. It was crazy.
They took that from somewhere else. That wasn't for this documentary. That wasn't
for this documentary?
No, there's no way. You could just tell from her talking about that album. Because that album 4, that came out a long time ago. That song that she has, that was way before COVID.
See, to me, I was like, can you please just shoot it? We need you in this documentary. Shoot a bite on your phone and send it to us.
No, she was like, no.
And it was in the poorest quality. Even for whatever they shot it for, it was in the poorest quality.
It was for something else that they were like, this is whatever. You know what I mean? It was like a press junket that she did. Here's the problem. The songs she's currently doing aren't as good as the ones that she became famous off of. The Kesha song is good. Hit. She sang really well. Kesha did great in it. When you see Kesha performing, recording the song that she wrote for this movie that gets her another nomination, Kesha does great in it. I think one of Kesha's best vocal performances that I've ever seen.
It's the Dear Me song, right? That Kesha is performing. That's how the documentary closes, is at this recording session with Diane and Kesha.
And again, it's beautiful, but it's not Can't Fight the Moonlight. It's not Unbreak My Heart. It's not a song we did, Faith Hill from the cursed movie Pearl Harbor. But that song, There You'll Be, incredible song. And again, as heartfelt as the Lady Gaga song Till It Happens to You, which is I can't talk about it without almost crying. It's clunky. You know what I mean? It's not a number one hit that shoots right to the top of the... It's a song that you wrote for a movie about something very, you know what I mean?
It'll come out of nowhere. It'll happen.
She needs to get back to Aerosmith for Armageddon,
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of a once in a lifetime song, and she's had 30 of them. So she just needs the one that's going to win her the Oscar. I mean, this documentary has made me even more invested in her.
I know.
Not more than Glenn Close, but I still need her to win a competitive.
But I want to grab her and shake her. You know what I mean? I want to shake her and be like, you need to just do this. You know what I mean? She's trying too hard. And I want her to let go and just write some songs that are good. Does that make sense? Diane, can you hear me?
Sure, yeah. Chris DeRosa is giving Diane Warren direction on how to write a song. Yeah, absolutely. I'm on board.
One final thing. She goes, everyone always says, if you're an artist, you can't go to therapy or you can't, get mental help because then your fire will burn out. And she says, one of the best songs I ever wrote was right after I started therapy. And that song is Because You Loved Me, which is obviously made a worldwide hit by Celine Dion.
Dedicated to her father, who did support her, as opposed to her mother, Flora, who we haven't spoken about.
Who was a bitch.
She was a bitch
and a
She was
cunt.
just a bitch. She was
I wrote, funny that all these very creative women have parents that are, I said, interesting that all these creative women had moms that didn't get them. Like Robin Bird, remember her thing was like, my mom didn't want anything to do with me. And I like basically was like out of there as soon as I could be. Interesting.
I recommend, just because Diane Warren is a historical pop culture figure, you should watch it. You should watch it.
And she is fun. It is fun. And she is a perfect Halloween costume. Like she really is. You should be her for Halloween this year.
I mean, it's a possibility. It is definitely a possibility. I wish I dressed as her at the lesbian superheroes one that I went to a few years ago. But
I know, right?
I don't know. You can't beat Cena.
That's the other thing. Everyone thinks that there's people on camera being like, I think she could be with a man or a woman. And that cuts to her and she's like, I'm straight. And they're like, and people are like, sure, Jan. Like they like don't believe her to her face that she gets slammed in the best way. Like it is like if they would do
and
a documentary.
Doesn't care, by the way, does not. I wish I had that. We should all
and
be
it
that
made it so
self-aware.
much more real that they were like, Cher was like, this is the most annoying person that I know. And she's like, and I always pick up the phone because I know that she's like gonna, and she's like, here's everything she's gonna do. And it's so annoying, blah, blah. And I'm still obsessed with this person. And there's something that's so real about that was so refreshing. And that made me want to watch the rest of the documentary because you knew that no one was like sugarcoating their thoughts about her. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Where so many of this is like, they're my best friend. They're the best person alive. Oh my God, they're great, blah, blah. And you're like, boring, move on. Even Jennifer Hudson had like the most Jennifer Hudson ever answer where she's like, I've met a lot of people, but you know who is the most like themselves? Diane Warren. Like she said this sentence that like made no sense at all and yet was perfectly true.
Yeah, it was like watching the Jennifer Hudson show. It was utterly useless to me. Her bites were useless. And I love Jennifer Hudson. I think we both recommend. Is that right?
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I am now more invested than ever in her winning an Oscar. Christopher had a couple of structural problems. Wants to make sure you don't misuse the word Asperger, and also Diane Warren write better songs.
Right, better just get back in the studio, girl.
Diane Warren, do better. Love
do
Krista
better.
Rosad. No, it's not. She just needs another one. She needs another one.
She needs another mega hit. You know,
Glory
what I mean?
Days. They will pass you by. Glory days, in the words of Bruce Springsteen. You got to get back there. Because that's what this podcast does. We give advice to one of the greatest songwriters,
one of the greatest peoples of all time. Yeah, one of the most powerful people in music. Period. Yeah.
If you're a Patreonette or an Apple subscriber, please tune in to the a la carte tomorrow, where we will be going over the Hollywood Walk of Fame inductees. Some strange choices. I think some people who should have baked a little longer before letting us walk on them.
Yeah.
And of course, on Friday we have the fix, and we will be fixing Akon, of whom I am now a new fan.
Convict. Anyway, okay.
So much good music, truly.
We love you. You can find we can find Dominick at Dominick Pupa. You can find me at the Krista Rosa. You can find the show at Fixing Famous People, and the Patreon at patreon.com/Fixing Famous People. You guys already know.
You already know that. If you see Shelly, call us. Yeah.
Where is Shelly? Goodbye.
And Nancy. Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy?
For real.
Where's Nancy? Savannah did enough. I can't even talk about it.
She's dead.
I can't. Oh, there's no. I don't even want to say it.
Just
because I don't want to
please, people. Okay. Anyway, we can't do this.
Do
Goodbye.
what Savannah says. Do the right fucking thing. Let us know where she is.
We love you. Bye.
If your team isn't using your CRM, it isn't working. Pipedrive is a simple CRM. It's easy to use so you can focus on closing. Get 30 days free at pipedrive.com/audio.